we start again?
Can do.
What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
I don't even know how to stop it doing that.
Swipe up and then put your watch on mute.
I don't know
Why
what
does
it
it keep
looks like.
starting again?
What's mute?
The bell.
The bell. It's all the way at the bottom, that.
And then rearrange it so it's at the top.
Your finger's too fat. Can you make the sound?
That's not it. That's
you-
it.
Can you make him some bigger so he doesn't have to press the whole screen when he puts his finger on it?
No. Right, let's get going again then.
What the?
I'm good. We'll come back to that because I'll think about it.
What?
So, welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Thank you. What am I doing this or are you doing this?
I think you're doing it for the third or fourth time. 'Cause
Let's
you keep
start.
changing your mind about everything.
Let's start as we mean to go on, eh?
Okay.
Okay. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm joined with Paul, RS Paul,
The one and only.
the bearded, bald-headed one, and we are going to have a little catch-up and talk about what's been going on the last few weeks, not least due to the fact that Mr. Clark has not been here. His whereabouts have been unknown, classified, and not to be talked about, but he is back, and hence why we're sat down together in a room being civil to each other. Hopefully that will continue for the next however long while we're chatting.
Yeah, it'll continue.
If you can try not to be too nasty,
As long as you can
not be offensive, and not try and upset anyone.
Oh my God.
Do you think you can manage that?
No. Yes.
Neither do I.
God.
Neither do I.
Right, well, I'm going to jump in.
Naughty step
I'm going to
down.
steer it then.
We're going in. We're in.
So, obviously, we've got a
Clarkie's
bit,
going in.
we've got a bit of a list, but I think to avoid spoilers too late in the podcast, let's talk about Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
I think we've got to. I think there's a very well-defined opinion of new Star Wars amongst certain people of the group, shall we say?
Yeah. Dull.
You're dull. Is that what you're saying?
I'm going to give it a one-word review. Dull.
Okay, well that's not very helpful.
What
But
have you got?
Yeah.
Have you watched
to be fair though, that's quite complimentary for Rob with what I would have been expecting.
Sure. Well, it's decided that he doesn't like most of these things now before he even watches them, which is fair play because there has been quite a lot of crap out there.
I wouldn't say I've decided. I watch every single one and think, this could be it. This could be it.
No,
This could be it.
You used to, but you don't anymore. We know
Well,
you're expecting it to be shit.
I'm finding it more difficult,
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
be honest with you.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's weird. I kind of enjoyed it, but I can see where you're coming from
What
with
do you mean you enjoyed it? What did you enjoy?
Well, I'm that fan that always hopes that something will happen. So if, I love the spaceships and all that. I love the fantasy about it all. But then they go and spoil it, sadly. So there's parts that they spoil, like they could have an amazing lightsaber fight, and it's like they cut it short with silly little things like cutting a little trapdoor for the droids to fall in and stuff like that. It's just...
So I felt that the first two episodes, I really enjoyed both of the first two. And a lot of the stuff that's annoyed me about all the other stuff over the last couple of years, I didn't feel it was there. Or I got to the end of them and was like, nothing's really annoyed me about that. It wasn't like I was picking something in particular and then going, that's not there. But I get to the end of it. Then, unfortunately, in episode 3, a load of that stuff that just made me think of... Someone referred to it once, not me, as karaoke cinema, where they're just, again, rehashing the same old stuff. Like it's the same story in a lot of respects. But it's definitely the most enjoyable I've seen since... It's the most thing I've enjoyed next to Andor.
We probably should just mention now that the third episode's only been out a few days, so if you've not seen it yet and you don't want it to be spoiled...
I did start this by saying let's get it done now so we can avoid spoilers, yeah. Well, the thing is, I know some people will wait until it's all released to watch it in one go.
Really? I won't.
You won't what?
I won't. Well, I can't wait. I have to watch it. And last week, when the first episode dropped, and the first 2 episodes, I was super excited. I rushed home to get it on. No, I'm not being sarcastic. I was really excited. I thought this could be the one. And I put it on, and I was like, yeah, okay. There was nothing that really offended me until that Sabine got the lightsaber through her. And you just knew that she wasn't going to be dead.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But not only was she not going to be dead, the beginning of the next episode, she's just like completely unarmed.
Yeah, that's back to, mate.
And I was just, back to the same old shit.
Yeah.
So,
But isn't that the same logic as why no one wears glasses in Star Wars? Because George Lucas was like, everyone would have had their eyes fixed by the time this happened. So therefore, medical science, if you're not getting cut in half, they can pretty much save you.
no, ridiculous.
Also, we do know that
Dog shit.
the heroes are supposed to get at least one hand cut off, not a lightsaber through them.
All I can tell you is this.
He wanted the hand cut off, didn't he?
If I was using a lightsaber in a fight with somebody,
You can't throw him.
I'd be trying to cut their head off. Because it seems to be the only way to kill anybody in Star Wars now.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, well, it would be hard to kill someone if you just stab through him because it cauterises, doesn't it?
They'd be calling me Highlander.
Highlander. Oh,
You do look like the Corgan.
yeah. Well, did that not impress you? Somebody out of Highlander was in it.
No.
No?
Oh, yeah, the Corgan?
Yeah.
Is it the Corgan? Is that what it's called?
Kurgan.
Kurgan. There you go.
yeah.
I haven't seen it on.
It was also the guard in Shawshank Redemption, of course.
Was.
Yeah, and guess who else was in it? And it's gone right over all your heads, on it? That first...
But I'll guess. I'll guess.
Oh, what he told you, you son of a bitch.
I'd like you to ask me with a full sentence instead of whatever you've just...
I don't know his real name, to be honest, but it was in the Shawshank Redemption, and it was the smart gunner, the male smart gunner in Aliens. That first captain, the rebel captain. But you don't see it till you see his face.
No idea what you're talking
But
about.
no, you can put pictures in and make it look good. But the people that are driving over,
Well, right, I'll cut it there where I go, oh, yes, the guy, the second smart gunner out of Aliens, isn't
yes, yeah, that's what, yeah.
I tell you what else I didn't like about it. It was too clean.
You think?
Yeah, the helmets and the pilots were really clean. The ships were really clean. Didn't have that lived-in look for me.
Did
It
you
was noticeable. It jumped out at me.
Did you watch all of Rebels?
I have seen it, yes.
See, I lost interest in Rebels, but apparently, you can tell they're heavily linked together.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I've missed out on a lot from not knowing Rebels.
No, I don't think you have really, because they just did they recapped a lot of stuff, even shot by shot. So, not any of the bits that you need to know, but
Yeah, they did that
just for the look.
touching the mural scene. So neither of you have seen episode 3?
No.
No.
No. You can spoil it if you want. I don't care.
Okay,
I might not even get around to watching it.
Where I kind of the nail in the coffin for me was when they had a conversation about Sabine Wren not being able to visualize something. Oh, so what did she go and do? Got her a fucking blast shield. Told her to put it on. She's like, I can't do this. I can't see anything. And that was it. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake! It's just the same fucking scene with different actors. So that was me.
Yeah, it's for a new generation.
Yeah.
Just watch the original trilogy. It would be my advice. Just watch the original trilogy.
Yeah, I was disappointed though, because by that point I was invested in watching it. I really was, because I didn't feel like anything was just a massive clone of the original stories, and then that bit was just too much for my tiny little mind. But I'm okay with it because I don't necessarily believe Star Wars is for me anymore.
Not new Star Wars.
No, old Star Wars is still for me.
I watched Solo the other night.
Why?
Just like give it another go.
Was it any better?
Probably some bits were better than I originally thought, but the overall things that I didn't like were still just as bad.
I think now
I didn't have any issue with them replacing Harrison Ford with the other actor, and I can't remember his name, but he's obviously gone on to do a lot of things. Although he was in Oppenheimer, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, we saw him in that.
Yeah.
surely they had to replace Harrison Ford though.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a problem with that, but I've heard a lot of stuff about because they changed the actor, that's why it flopped, and I don't think that's why it flopped at all.
With regards to go back to the Ahsoka thing for a second, though, I think this is the type of conversation where we need the opposite end of it. We need someone like Nez, who's
someone to say it's really good.
Super, yeah, just to have that conversation, because at the moment we're all pretty much agreeing, and that's not very interesting for anyone, is it?
It's not the best though, is it?
Well, not now that they've done the blast shield scene. So
I've got that to look forward to if I ever get around to watching it.
I can't remember. There was more things that annoyed me in it, but I can't remember what they were now.
I want to watch it. I want to like it, but
It's a shame. They probably saved all the action for just one episode. Sadly, just like they were doing with Fett.
I like the Rey's character, whatever he's called.
Yeah, I liked him. Yeah.
The Dark Jedi or whatever he's going to be.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be very underused.
He's dead, isn't he? So.
Yeah.
But, well, he is dead, yes.
Yeah, but everyone knows that.
God rest his soul.
Yeah. Paul was saying how sad it was because it's ruined the TV show for him that he's died, the selfish bastard.
But I don't know. I think he's still going to be underused as a character in what they've.
But even so, like that was a couple of times it's cut to him. He's literally been stood on that weird monument thing, just kind of staring out to the sea, and then a load of people behind him. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, wasted.
Yeah. And then you got that mad.
But he was quite good in the trailer. I wasn't thinking I was going to like his character, but now I think his character could be quite interesting. But I don't think he's going to get any development. He's going to not be used very much, and
that is a great shame.
And it'll end.
Yeah, and it was good.
Then we'll all die.
That was one good part where they just made their way through the ship, just killing everyone, just like the bad guys do. I'd like to see a bit more of that, a bit more of the action.
You'd like to see more action.
Yeah, rather than just people talking.
Yeah, standing round and doing puzzles and stuff.
Yeah.
Go around to your mum's, there's loads of action around there.
Oh, yeah. I know.
You're disgusting.
What? He said my mum's, not yours.
So, yeah, it's come out. It's not been the best.
No.
I'll give it a good go. Give it a fair shot.
Do you just watch the first two so far?
Yeah.
And you've got no intentions of watching the third?
Well, I was busy last night. I'm not rushing home to watch it. Let's put it that way. Whereas last week, I was.
That's the problem, isn't it? When you've got something like, if you're not that into it, which is how I've lost interest in, for example, Book of Boba. I watched like one episode and I was like, no, it's not for me. There's always something else.
If I watch it now, I'll be watching it to hate on it. And that's not really the way I want to watch it.
Yeah, but that's a better. I think it's a better way to be then, because it's the way I am. If I don't like it, I just stop watching it. Whereas, some people will watch the entire thing to hate on it. I think Rob's main problem as well is, Paul, that he's fueled by watching YouTube videos of creators who are exactly like-minded to him. So there's nobody giving him a counter opinion.
And the YouTube videos he watches are very, very short. So he keeps his.
Do you know what? I'm gonna have to say they're actually not. Some of the stuff he watches is like 3 hours long.
Really?
Just so he can get someone reaffirming his view.
Really? He honestly watched it. He sat there for 3 hours and watched it. It probably took him 3 weeks to watch it in little stints because his attention span is terrible. I mean that in the nicest way.
Yeah, my
busy.
attention given to you
It's terrible. Yeah,
is a very short span.
Yes, we know.
That's because small doses.
Yes,
Because you get very tedious.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've got small doses between your legs. Oh God!
Right, I'm going to move us away from Ahsoka then.
Yeah, let's get away from Ahsoka.
So this is completely the other way, but this very much amused me the other week when Rob and I don't know if you were there for it, but the actual conversation of Rob's opinion on how steak should be cooked. It's very divisive. I showed Rob a video. I showed Rob a video of a friend of mine, which I might drop into this. And all the way through it, Rob's going, oh my God, oh, it's amazing. Oh, look at that. I could do that. I could cook that myself like that. Oh. And then he cuts it open at the end and Rob's like, it's raw.
Rare.
So just maybe I just wanted like, you know, that kind of balance on something un-Star Wars related, because I know everyone knows that if you like your steak well done, there's something wrong with you.
Really?
I don't. It's the same as people who think people who don't drive manual cars have got problems. You know, it's the same. It's a narrow-minded thing. I like it warm. Yeah, I like food cooked.
Yeah, I understand. Fully
I
understand.
like it cooked.
I've just realised Paul is the completely wrong person to talk to.
Yes,
Just eat beef.
I was waiting for this. Yeah.
You don't like the beef, do you?
No. I've just not got on the bandwagon, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
to put things in your mouth that are foul, don't you?
Yes.
Do you just refer to beef as a bandwagon?
Just like your mum.
I had to put two and two together with that one then. Yeah, so I just realised this is a completely pointless conversation with a man who doesn't eat beef.
Yeah, well, if I had beef, so if my mum did a Sunday roast and there's a beef joint there, I'd have ate it, but I'd have preferred it to be that well cooked. And when you slice it, it's like dry cardboard with no fucking blood in it at all. None whatsoever. I'm not a lover of the...
It's not blood, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm not there. I think I'm somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, well, you are now. I think
I'm central here
even
now, because you like it like cardboard and you like it from the fridge.
no, I'm not. Even like some look too much meat. Like I wouldn't eat I wouldn't eat steaks in most restaurants because I don't trust how long it's been left out, let alone how it's cooked. But if I'm cooking it, I'll cook it medium rare. Because
pork chops for me.
well, yeah, but the thing is, you can cook a pork chop. It's not just cooked or not cooked. Pork chop has a scale of doneness. You can have pink pork.
Yeah, well, I don't want pink pork.
A scale of doneness.
Yeah, safe, edible temperatures.
The redder it is, the wetter it is, really. And it's like biting into a wet sponge or something. I don't know. It's
T-shirt.
fucking gross.
The redder it is, the wetter it is.
But it's I don't know. I know you say it's not blood, but there's some blood in there to make it pink.
You're making me hungry.
I'm thinking now that I should do like a pork tenderloin or something, bring it over and cook it on the Blackstone one day.
Nice,
I'm thinking we should order pizza.
And I'll cook a pork tenderloin so it's like medium in the middle, which is pink and juicy, and see what you think. And maybe we'll make you close your eyes
sure
and feed it to you without you.
Oh my god! Yeah, but I'd know if it was beef. If I closed my eyes and you put beef in my mouth or chipolata, I'd know.
Oh, I'm just thinking about what we could do if you're prepared to put a blindfold on and open your mouth.
Oh my god!
He was trying to convince us to get you drunk the other week and shave your beard.
Yeah, but can you imagine Rob getting me drunk? And he's drinking at the same time.
True. Ripping his own pants off in the corner.
And he'd have no beard himself, wouldn't he, to be honest? But
He doesn't really anyway.
I don't drink so much anymore, to be honest, and trying to lose a bit of weight.
Yeah.
You want to try it sometime, mate?
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
What happened to your Spanx you were ordering, Rob?
I don't know what that is.
The male gut-sucking invest that you were investing in?
Really?
I've got it on, can you not tell?
Well, it's the wrong size.
I think he's on backwards.
He bought those shoes with the 3-inch heels, and then he was buying himself male Spanx.
Did you notice he kept on standing next to everyone, so sticking his chest out, look, I'm tall?
He did it to me. I was stood where you're sat, and I stood up, and he walked in and spoke to me, and the instant was like, I said, why the fuck are you so much taller than me now? And he was like, Biff Tannen in Back to the Future too.
Winter is drawing in, so he'll be able to wear them more often.
If he drives that little car wearing those shoes, he will put his feet through the floor.
Yeah, but he weighs it down.
I saw him.
You find your head touching the ceiling.
These are the problems with buying online.
Yeah. Well, you'll be fine, in winter, when it's constantly raining now. But
Oh, I know I'll be fine.
yeah.
But you two girls will still be crying about it.
No,
Next summer.
Look, you'll be able to get served in pubs because you'll be tall enough and everything.
Yeah. But thank you.
You're welcome.
You're talking about my boyish good looks, aren't you?
Yes, definitely. What are you doing?
Unrelated, apart from to insult Rob, Dan, our friend German Dan sent me a meme the other day.
Yeah.
And it was of two blokes talking.
Meme.
One bloke says to another, am I fat? And the other bloke replied and said, I know 5 fat people and you're 4 of them. And it made me think of Rob.
Yeah, it's not as big as you'd think, though, when you see him eat stuff, because he eats a lot, doesn't he? So you'd expect him to be a little over 18 stone, wouldn't you, really?
Becky couldn't believe you two are nearly the same height. She was genuinely shocked by that.
Nearly the same height.
Yeah, nearly as tall as me.
She thought you were a lot taller and slimmer.
Oh, right. Why is that?
Just because I'm good at not shooting Rob to look like a fat mess, I think, on videos.
Yeah. So I sat down because I'm slouching now. What are you now? 5'8"?
What's the next subject you got?
So this is a very divisive one again, probably more so than pink steak. The pronunciation of Bausch. So,
Well, I've seen the video now.
the one I sent you, I didn't actually watch it, but I've read a few posts on forums.
Didn't actually watch it. Yeah, I watched
I also didn't think you'd watch it.
With you saying Bausch, I mean, he's told me to say Bausch. But
No,
I think...
I say Bausch because he got me saying Bausch. I always used to say Boosh.
Well, remember the Mighty Boosh?
I do.
Yeah.
That threw me a little bit, but I think I've said Bausch for years. Well, don't they say Bausch in Jedi anyway?
Apparently not. Well, apparently they don't say it at all in Jedi.
Yeah.
But there is some of the old extended universe comics that used to be, what's the word? Not lore. Canon.
Oh, canon.
Yeah.
And apparently in that it's pronounced Boosh.
Boosh.
There you go.
God.
So, Boosh.
What pronounced Boosh in a comic?
No, the audio. The audio books.
Right, okay. I was going to say, fucking hell.
But there's also you can look at Star Wars Wikipedia where it has dictionary definition breakdowns of it, and it'll be Boushh, and then it'll say pronounced Boobosh.
He's thinking. He's processing.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what I used to say as a kid. What have I probably heard someone saying?
But I think if you look at the spelling of it, I don't disagree with it looking like it could be pronounced Bausch.
Yeah.
But it was always just Boosh in my head. But there's a lot of people. Some people commented as thinking it's an English versus an American pronunciation of it.
Yeah.
So where have you got it from? Being Bausch?
Well, Boo is B-O-O.
Okay, that one's settled.
Well, fair enough, yeah. I think just starting at RS, I must just started saying Bausch, but...
So what's the video say?
Says Boosh.
So is that it's supposed to be Boosh? Fuck's sakes.
Well, if you're making a replica, you don't copy a replica to make yours. So just repeating what a YouTube video tells you.
Well, all I'm going to say is Boba or Bob.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair one. And that's, people say Boba quite a lot, don't they?
Yeah. Well, that was... they said that in Jedi, though, didn't they?
But then again...
Joking on something.
I know, I've met someone recently
COVID, probably. New COVID.
who's called Bo, and his name is just B-O. So, that's Bo. And that would be Boba.
Or what about Bob? It's not Bob.
Well, again, yeah. There's no E. This is why the English language is very confusing.
Bob. Bob.
Yeah. Mm. I think as a kid, we just said Bobber. We always think back to when you was a kid and you were watching Star Wars and you got the toys.
What does Harrison Solo? What does Han Solo call him? Does he call him Boba Fett or Boba Fett?
He calls him Boba.
Yeah.
Boba.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, there you go.
Boba Fett.
He had to say that then for me to get it. Yeah.
But that could be his accent. He might be saying Boba Fett, as in Boba Fett.
or Boba Fett. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
So you're not going to change the way you
I don't
pronounce
know.
it based on the video?
I don't know. I was thinking I was going to, but whether it'll happen or not, when I open my mouth, we'll see what happens.
But it's
What's going
learned.
to come out?
It's learned behaviour, isn't it? 'Cause as I say, until this project, I would have always said boosh. But listening to you pronounce it as much as you did.
Yeah, you've been saying bounce a lot. So
It's because we've
Everyone
been
says
very
Bouch.
busy with it.
yeah.
No, everyone doesn't say bounce though. This is the thing. This is why it's a thing in the comments, and it's obviously under the YouTube videos.
A bone of contention.
Yeah.
A bonnet of contention.
Go back through the. Have to go back through the videos and see what we used to say. You'll find it.
I don't think it was ever really spoken about much. I think that the first time Bouch would have really come up would have been when we went to get the bookends. The bookends? That's not what it's called, is it? The books
Yeah.
from Prop Store.
So yeah.
But then it wasn't talked about for 2 years.
Yeah. True. Oh yeah, the ones that I rescued from the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Did you get thanked for that?
Yeah, okay. He don't thank you for shit, does he? A pair of them don't.
I'm not going to thank you for tapping on that desk.
Sorry. How's it going?
All right.
Good.
All right. Very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty. I think I'm gonna stick with Bausch for now, but until you convince me otherwise.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know. The jury's out. I don't know if Bushi's going to be able to come natural to me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now that we've not settled that one,
Anyway, moon landing.
we are going to we're going to talk about the Hall of Fame here as well, just because we're obviously way past halfway into the year now, getting the images built up for the 2024 calendar.
That needs to be happening quite soon, so we need to crack on with that.
We're about to add 2 more. I've sent them to you, Rob, so you can have a look at them.
Yeah, I think it would probably be advantageous for us to try and get the whole thing complete, even if we're not announcing who's going in, for us to know so that we can start planning.
Yeah, well, I was going to speak to the printer behind us.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to speak to the printer behind us and see what he would say is a lead time on that, because a calendar's a calendar, isn't it? We're not going to have anything special in the actual calendar part. It's just the images that go onto it.
Well, you say that. I have got some ideas.
All right, yeah, but ideas that are going to happen. So, yeah. Totally unrelated, but I've been thinking as well, we've started sticking stickers on the door to the basement.
Yeah.
So if anyone's watching this and wants to send us a sticker to fill the door, address is on the bottom of the website. Send it in and address it to Clarkee or RS Paul. Don't send it to Rob.
And the door will be...
we'll loosen.
The door will be in a YouTube video in an upcoming video, so stay tuned to our social medias and like and subscribe. Just like that.
Have you just ended it?
Just like that.
I've got a feeling the door's
Put people out of the misery.
I've got a feeling the door's going to get filled, and it'll creep along the wall and around the hole.
Down the hole?
Yeah, around the hole, yeah.
So, Rob, so have a look on your phone and show them to Paul, and we'll talk about these new 2 inductees. The actual image of... No, I just realised I've sent you one of them wrong.
Excuse me a sec, I'm trying to move on this chair. It's very rickety. There you go.
I like the way we're inducting people into the Hall of Fame, which is a very visual thing in a podcast.
Yes,
it's
but
quite
goes,
exciting.
It still goes up though, doesn't it? Still goes up on the YouTube. Still gets the likes and the views.
Okay, where do you want me to start?
Well, the one I've sent of the guy who's not in the forest, I sent you the wrong one, so look at the second image for that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay, we'll start where you want them.
Yeah, I've seen that. So we've got... well, I'm going to have to... Nobody can see it anyway, so...
You're going to describe it.
I will describe it for those people with restricted vision issues. we have Don. And that is a fantastic image.
Don
yeah,
who?
I like that one.
Yep.
I can see why that one's going in there.
Don who? Kiddick?
My God.
Doing Don Kiddick is.
I mean, well, that's me.
Okay, I've just got it.
Oh, my God. Classic.
The way you pronounce it, surely there's a better way to pronounce it.
Got it.
Oh, that was good, that. That was good. Don.
Done.
Yeah, here we go. Not got Don Kiddick.
Yeah, that's excellent. He asked me for one of my RS Paul stickers, him and his friend. I think him and his friend had build at the same time.
All right, now it's starting
So
to
I sent on some...
Don won the... no, I might be totally wrong here. Didn't Don win the Zombie Trooper? Death Trooper?
Oh, he married on.
I'm going to have to look this up now.
I have definitely slept since then.
Let me just check myself.
Wait to see this next one.
Yes, he did win the Halloween Death Trooper we did 2 years ago.
Look at that, he's fact checked it like that.
Excellent.
How good's that? I
Beat me to it.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
I was just checking his Instagram and Messenger and everything.
So,
Yeah, good bloke.
Do you know what I like? I'm going to say this and not naming any other names, but he sent an image in before that we haven't used.
Mm-hmm.
who has?
Don. And what he's done is he's then had other images that he sent in.
Yeah.
I think people really need to go and look at the website for the type of images that we're putting in, because some of them we get, I don't even discuss with the rest of the team. They're just not.
This is beautiful, this image.
The next one.
That's nice. Have you managed? No, the Dons.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good picture. I've seen a few of his on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, he's...
And then also going in is Jonathan in Sweden.
I don't think it's Jonathan. I think it's Jonathan.
Yeah, that's how it looks.
I think
yeah,
pronouncing
it's something like
very
that,
Englishly.
I think you're pronouncing it.
Boosh or Bausch? Jonathan or Jonathan?
Or is it Jonathan? Did you pronounce the J?
This takes me back to when we met Biggie
I prefer Jon.
in Celebration, and I was like, "How do I pronounce your name?" And she was like, "Just call me Biggie. It's easier than my actual name." So maybe we
Is
need
it still on?
Yeah.
maybe we need people to submit the ignorant version of their names when they're not from the UK or the States.
Oh, is it? What's he called again?
Well, I say Jonathan.
Jonathan.
And Rob says Jonathan.
What's his surname? I think I'm already stalking this guy as well.
I don't know if you're allowed to say it on the podcast, so I'll bleep it out when he says it.
Can't I?
Yeah.
Why can't you?
Hang on a sec.
His name is. He hasn't actually.
Beep.
We've got the beep button on here, haven't we? He hasn't actually put his name. He's just put.
It's not that.
Beep.
I don't know why you can't.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've just looked at his email, and that's his email address. His email address is Jonathan. Beep.
Paul's bumped into him round at his mum's.
Yeah, I've met Jonathan's mother. Yeah, she loves her lady. Very slim.
Did we see?
God, beep that.
Did we see?
Anyway,
our local.
awesome.
Our local. Sorry, just to interrupt. And this burp. Another Hall of Fame inductee. I shared one of Sam Clark's images this week where he'd built and weathered his own Sandy on an RS kit.
Oh yeah.
And when I shared it, he replied, "Cheers for sharing, guys. Really enjoyed building it. Dirtying it up felt wrong, but also so right. A bit like how RS Paul feels about people's mums."
True. It's so wrong, but so right. It's like with me and your mum. I just do that through spite.
Definitely wrong.
But Clarkie's mum, I do that because she reminds me of him. So it's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
Anyway,
The last time my mum came in here, he was terrified.
who? I've never met your mum.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, because she made a right mess all over the floor. Is that what you meant? Came in
God.
there? Just looking for this John.
Every time you say his name, I've got to beep it out.
Why? Why have you got to beep it out?
Well, because people might not want their full names divulged. Like,
Really?
Well, yeah.
So how do you, when you put it on the calendar?
Just says the first name and where they're from.
Really?
Yeah, because you can't see the face.
Why are they sending it in? Don't they want a bit of fame?
It's not for us to make that decision. You know, data protection, GDPR, and all that stuff.
This saggy old bag bus.
Brilliant.
So yeah, I think if people are going to send us in Hall of Fames, it would be good to get a chunk of them now, so we can try and organise.
Well, as it stands at the moment, I have no more that are ready to go in. I think we're on. I think we're on 7. Hall of Fame. No, we're on 8. So we've got 8 months. So we need another 4, obviously. That's 12 months, Paul.
Yes. Why don't you have a bonus for January?
A bonus what?
Just a bonus month. Friend who all running around trying to buy calendars. Just after Christmas.
Another.
You always get an extra month, don't you, on calendars?
I don't know,
never
do you?
noticed.
No.
No.
Do you?
Yeah.
Not in surely not in calendars.
Yeah, you do, yeah. Organised calendar, the organised type calendars.
We're producing an organised calendar. It's going to be the right days.
Yeah. We're doing a calendar now for 2025.
Time's just a construct anyway.
Yeah.
It's made up like Scovilles. It's also the calendar's got to go better than trying to send out Christmas cards last year.
No, we've still got them to send out this year.
No, Rob Softass wrote all the best for 2023 in them.
Should we get a plaster? Put it over that.
So the story, the story with the
But you know what? It'd have to be a piece of white gaffer tape, screen accurate.
The story with the Christmas cards though is we ordered a chunk of Christmas cards.
It wasn't actually Rob or Clarkee's fault.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Never my fault.
We did order Christmas cards in good time to go out for Christmas.
Yep.
And they got sent out, and it's when in this country the post was having a load of strikes going on.
Yep.
And because of that, they were using another carrier, and the carrier that was carrying our cards was being used by the post. Anyway, basically, the package went missing, didn't get delivered, and we were waiting. So then they got some more printed and sent over to us, and then they arrived, but they arrived just about too late for us to be able to send them out to as many people as we wanted to. So we ended up with a load of Christmas cards left over, and then after Christmas, the printer turned up and said all them cards turned up. So we had another box.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I didn't even know that part of the story.
Oh, did you not?
No. So
Yeah, he turned up. But the original ones eventually turned up, but it was like Christmas had gone.
didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that bit. I just thought the original box arrived.
Well, to be fair, Christmas hadn't gone, but all the last posting dates and everything had all gone. So we ended up with like loads of Christmas cards. Now we could have just used them this year, which would have been fine. But somebody on the inside had written all the best for 2023.
Yeah, a bit of white duct tape. Screen accurate.
I think that's what we need to do this year. Just white duct tape on them.
Unless I can just write above in all of them. Hope you had all the best in 2023. That would solve it. I wish we had a drink.
Yeah, I wish we had one too.
You could have got some bears.
We should have done. We weren't organised, were we?
No.
It's not like you've had 3 weeks for it.
Yeah, but usually Clark is in every other day, isn't he? And he's saying, like, remember on Thursday we're doing podcast?
I've texted you twice in the last week to say, remember what we're doing Thursday.
A text is different from you being physically stood in front of me and like, getting my attention.
If only you two...
Looking me in the eye and saying, are you listening?
If only you two might have nipped out today and gone to maybe a shopping precinct where they had beers and waters and all sorts.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Forgot to get any.
Yeah. What did you get? Oh, no, you didn't go to the... Where did you get it from?
Chippy dinner.
Look, it was nice, that. Where did you get it from?
Chippy.
Salty Towers?
2.
I prefer Friary.
They're both nice.
You've not had the proper thing.
Fish was a bit too fishy for me.
What?
Which I've learnt recently, it means it's just slightly past its best if cod or haddock is too fishy.
Someone's told him that if the fish smells a bit fishy, then it's past its best. So now he's convincing himself that the fish is past its best.
Oh, okay.
That's how it
I
works.
did have a, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I think you'd only know if a fish was too fishy if you had like 3 or 4 fish in front of you and you sniffed them, give them all the sniff test.
Yeah, but the sniff test is just a made up scale. No pun intended.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
You'd know for sure if it was going off.
Well, they'll know. They'll know later on or tomorrow morning.
You've got a point.
Well, no, you wouldn't know. It's not that it's gone off. It's just past its best. Like some fish, like mackerel and stuff, are meant to be really fishy, so they should be.
Yeah, but chippy fish.
Chippy fish shouldn't be too fishy because it's a cod or haddock. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be totally wrong. I might be misled, but the gentleman who's told me such a thing is a trustworthy source for food in my book.
And Clarkee does look like a fisherman. So I'm going.
Well, hang on a minute.
Hold on a minute.
Hang on a minute.
Hold on a
It
minute.
says
Yeah, I accept that.
We've got a picture of you with Captain Bird, not Captain Birdseye.
Captain Haddock.
Captain Haddock.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we all look like fishermen. You look me and Clarkee look like fishermen. You look like
2023 boys. I think we might have to be fishing them.
you look like an accountant or something.
Okay.
Shit one that's going to steal all your money.
A shit one. Well, you look like a shit fisherman.
How can fishermen fish for shit? Weirdo.
I don't know why you're even thinking about that.
You said it.
And you're the weirdo.
You are. Your mum is.
Okay, hit us up with the next thing that we need to talk about.
And that's it. That's the
Really?
Yeah, that's just the random stuff I jotted down for the last. Because I haven't been here for a few weeks. I haven't been listening to all the ridiculous conversations that happened.
What about RS news? As in, like I had to announce things last one where people that work at RS did stuff. You know what I mean? As in, Ellis got me that Spitfire that I haven't built yet.
This isn't RS news though.
Wait a second. Let's just roll it back. Can we just get an interpreter on what he's just said?
He said last time he was here, somebody made him talk about things, so he came in with a list.
Did you?
Do you not remember him?
No. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Can't remember.
That's amazing. I'm going to have to listen to this podcast to hear that again.
Well, at least I don't have to go cut, and say everything all over again. Then go cut, and say everything all over again.
To be fair, we had been recording for 20 minutes this afternoon and restarted twice, and on the third time we've gone since then.
Yeah.
I've noticed that you're getting very defensive.
Yeah, obviously. Maybe I'm triggered.
I'm just saying as well, these chairs are going before the next
Yes,
podcast.
definitely.
Yeah, if anyone can hear creaking going on, which they don't usually hear, that's because Paul's actually started back at the gym. And his body's decaying.
Says.
Paul,
What?
how do you know someone started at the gym?
Same way as you know someone's been on holiday or done a pub quiz. Yeah, what we're doing next? Is that it?
You can talk about stuff around the studio. This is the point in this podcast was more of just a chit chat and to see, you know. 'Cause
Okay.
this is,
Well, it's because
To
I
be
don't
fair,
get
we've
to
had-
talk to you anymore because he hogs you.
we've had more structure to this one than the first episode, and I feel the first episode was probably slightly better because there was no structure.
True that.
But didn't you write a list down before, Paul?
Oh no, it's just the movie stars.
This is shopping list.
Yeah.
What he wants to get for his tea.
Creatine.
Haddock.
Was that what you painted the fence with?
Smoked haddock fish cakes. No, I've just written down what you could have been if you was if someone was going to play you in a
What are you
movie.
looking down at?
My list.
If someone...
Yeah, but don't forget the first 20 minutes of this is going to be cut out, so we need to.
Who's going to play him in the movie of his life then?
Buster Merrifield.
Buster Merrifield.
And you needed to write that down
Uncle Albert. No, I've written a few down.
for me.
Uncle Al.
No, for
different
Rob.
people?
Yeah, for different people. Yeah, but
All right, then go on. Who's going to... Well, let's get the big one out of the way. Who's going to play you?
who's going to play me?
Yeah.
Kronos. Was it Kronos?
That's not an actor.
No, that's what I mean. It's going to have to be digitally imposed because you can't. There's no one this good looking, mate. Come on. All right. At least I'm facing facts. You're just like, just in a fucking head full of magic, aren't you?
So you're just going to be CGI'd?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But the good thing is though, Buster Merrifield. What a cool name.
Kratos.
Yeah. Well, Buster Merrifield.
Yeah.
Is actually called Albert Gladstone Trotter in the movie. In Only Fools and Horses.
In the show.
Yeah. And you, obviously, Alf Garnett.
No.
from In Sickness and in Health, and
No.
his real name is Warren Mitchell. But then I had a second thought, and I thought,
I know what you're going to say.
Shirley
No.
Crabtree. Shirley Crabtree.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Yes.
No.
Do that to your hand and go, it wasn't a punch.
No.
Because you would be Big Daddy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And Simon.
One.
Oh,
Well, I was going to say
Simon.
one. I was going to say one. He's not an actor. Go on,
Oh,
get to Simon then.
Okay.
Get to Simon.
Big Daddy. And I mean, say Giant Haystacks. For which, what's his name? He's got a weird name. Mark Austin Ruan. Yeah, so that could be Si. In fact, I've got a great picture that I need to send to Clarkee.
You know, I think it'd be a good Paul.
Who?
Slightly older good Paul, but with a bit CGI, I could bring him back. A man that I have tattooed on my person, Jeff Bridges.
Oh, in Iron Man.
Well, that's one of them, but I just think he's got a great beard. He's got a great look about him. He's obviously got...
He's a good looking bloke, Jeff Bridges. Oh, nice one.
Okay.
Hey, what's his brother called? Rob could be him.
Bo Bridges.
Bo Bridges, yeah, you could be Bo
No.
Bridges.
No. You know who's going to play me.
He's a bit fatter as well. It's brilliant.
You know who's going to play me.
No, I've gone through them all. No.
Wait.
Oh, the guy that played Uncle Fester.
Which film?
In the Addams Family Values, wasn't it?
Christopher Lloyd was the
Yeah,
original.
Christopher Lloyd, yeah,
Well,
like
that's an
Fester.
improvement because that is actually an actor as opposed to a wrestler. But no, it's obvious.
All wrestlers are actors.
Well, you could argue the point. You could argue the point.
You
I'll
look
give you
fuck
that.
all like Bruce Willis before you try and say that again.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, you tried to
Jason
say
Statham, innit?
that. What? If Jason Statham put like 12 stone on? Okay, now. Yeah,
What, you
yeah.
mean he'd need to bulk up? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who could play Rob. Russell Crowe, but not Russell Crowe in Gladiator. Russell Crowe now.
Yeah, good point. He's got a good bed now, actually, hasn't he?
Oh, I've just thought of someone else who could play Clarkee. Brendan Rodgers. Is that what he's called?
Is he a football manager or a football person?
Oh, not him then. Brendan. You need to help me here because I'm not picking.
Tell me what film it is. What's he been in?
The Mummy.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Is he bald and with a beard in The Whale? I don't think so. He looks more like you in The Whale than he looks like me. I think he's got a T-shirt on that says 28 stone in it. Do you even know what we're talking about, Paul?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't.
He's got that look on his face.
He doesn't know.
No, I was thinking of another one.
He's
But
nodding,
I was
but he
just
doesn't.
trying to decide which one is a Scouser. It's either you or Rob. The Royal Family. The dad in the Royal Family.
Ricky Tomlinson.
Ricky Tomlinson, that's you.
He's got Rob's nose.
And his belly. My ass. Just say my ass.
You can.
Simon. Who could play him?
Shakespeare.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, well, I must. we've
Robbie
got to find a
Coltrane.
picture of Simon with his hair back. Because one day Jay just packed up, didn't he? Oh, Shakespeare. I think Simon was growing his hair when he was sweeping it all back and he just had this tuft of hair at the back like that.
Yeah.
And he
Who
went
would
home
you
that
have?
day,
Who
didn't
would
he?
you have for them?
He
Who
went
would you
home,
cast. So,
Well, I was thinking.
Robbie,
come on, check your list.
Robbie Coltrane.
Giant haystacks. William Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. So there's a few sides, isn't there? Like, obviously Jabba the Hutt, but he's not a real actor, is he?
Oh my
who
god!
else?
Just CGI him as well.
Uncle Fester was one. Now, since because he cut his hair, didn't he? He's never grown his hair again since Jason said that. Then I thought Sloth, but that was a character, wasn't it? It wasn't an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't do Sloth.
So you got nothing really.
I've just told you about 4. How many you got for him? You tell me one for Si.
Who I would cast?
Yes.
Play Si.
Hang on. Jason Statham.
No, because he'd be playing me.
Oh, sorry, right, okay.
Duh.
Because you look like Jason Statham. Especially in his diving career. How's that? Hey?
Yeah.
Go on. Who's Simon?
All right.
Who does it look like?
Think.
I know.
Oh,
A good play.
who's that wrestler?
Hang on, sorry.
I've got someone for
It's
Rob.
another wrestler.
Simon,
Big Show.
Mickey Tomlinson.
I've got someone.
Oh, that's the best one.
Yeah, Big Show.
Yeah, he does look like Si, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was the best one.
Yeah, winner. The Big Show, yeah. It is the Big Show, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The Big Show is the 500-pound wrestler,
£500.
half a ton.
He's a big show. Well,
I wonder how he got his name.
I wonder.
I wonder.
But Si has lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Big Show, but we could call him
That's because you've been eating his dinners.
the Little Show. Hang on.
The medium show.
Maybe he's not been going to your mum's as much, because every time he used to go to your mum's, she used to make him a butty. And he must have gone there a lot. But yeah, Si's lost a lot of weight, yeah. Good, well done, Si.
Yeah.
So I've got another one for Rob. I might have to show you his picture for you to but his name is Michael Berryman.
You may have to show.
Hills of Eyes.
Yeah, the original.
Of course, the original.
Yeah.
Or there's definitely a similarity. Remember when Rob tried to grow his hair back a few years back?
Yeah.
Shane McGowan.
There is no try about it.
There was a lot of trying involved.
We're getting to the point now where I'm thinking.
Bored.
I'm thinking, I'm the Bee Gees, and you're Clive Anderson.
Oh.
Know what I'm saying?
No.
They had a tantrum, and one by one they left the set.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because he was like,
Now you say that,
Guys,
you look
guys.
a lot like Clive Anderson.
yeah. God, what did he do? I can't remember what he said to him, but it was probably just being nice. But
Did he say stop touching your microphone?
then
Well, we know he's going to play Polo, don't we?
what? Look,
Because you can't have a CGI one. That's
Why
shite.
can't I?
Because that's shite.
why are you going to have some
Why-
actor that's like
Don't
fucking
worry.
14 stone lighter than you?
Yeah, don't worry. I've got a top actor for you.
Go on,
Top actor.
go on.
I think he's Oscar nominated. He might have even won an Oscar.
Now, can I say it before you say it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he in a certain Iron Man movie?
He was Ben Kingsley.
Yes, he was Ben Kingsley. Yeah. And what was he in that Iron Man? What's he called?
He
Don't
was
know.
the original.
The Tangerine or something.
Yeah, he was the original Terrorist of the Ten Rings or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mandarin.
The Mandarin.
That was it, yeah.
What's the Mandarin, wasn't it? Yeah.
So who were you thinking for Paul? Who was your suggestion and I wasn't listening?
Ben
Ben
Kingsley.
Kingsley.
Oh, yeah.
In Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a slam dunk.
Yeah.
There is nobody else, really.
And Alf Garnett.
Obviously, they'd have to do his makeup. Maybe a prosthetic or something.
No, I think
Just to get that winning look.
I think Ben Kingsley already has a big nose.
I don't think
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not big enough.
But we'd have to use CGI to take some of your fat away to make you slimmer to be Alf Garnett, if you know what I mean.
And I wouldn't be in it. You'd have to make him fatter. That's how
Yeah.
it works.
Really?
Yeah.
And you've seen CGI these days. You can go either way.
Yeah, why would they CGI me if Alf Garnett's playing me?
What? Yeah. Oh, I see. I was thinking of you just doing his role then, actually. I was thinking about you being like
Yeah, but he
this
moans all the time.
fat old moaning
Yeah, so the
racist.
similarities aren't just in the way you look, it's the whole personality.
Yeah, everything.
I wish we never got talking about this now. You've derailed it.
Oh yeah, blame me again.
You've derailed it.
Why don't you start again?
Why do you look so confused?
I'm just trying to picture together what sort of film you lot are making here.
It's a porno.
Oh my god.
Anyway, if you've actually
my
got
God.
this far into it, comment below and let us know who you think should play whom in RS the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll reach out to said actors and see when they get on board and talk to us.
That's good. Well, they're doing nothing else. What with the writer's strike and
All right. Would be,
the actors' strike.
well,
that's
if we
going on.
wrote RS the movie now, would we be considered scabs?
In America.
I don't think so because we're not writers.
Everything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Is he talking about a pen?
Yeah, definitely a pen. Or a microphone.
Okay, I'm going to have a think about what cartoon I'd be next.
What cartoon you'd be next? Oh, okay.
Not now. Save it.
Yep.
Okay. So we need to have a proper catch-up now. Clarkie's back.
Mm.
We need to have a proper touch base about what's going on around the studio and let everybody know where we're up to. And answer some questions on the website. So maybe that's probably going to be the video that we'll shoot next, which is probably going to come out before this. So if you want to know what we're up to in the actual studio itself, check out the video that's probably already out.
Yeah. That's the best. That's the best grasp you've ever had of us shooting in a non-linear form.
Fantastic. I'm getting used to this this construct of time.
I was slightly concerned then that you were about to just add this onto this hour's worth of ramblings and.
No, but I am at the moment in a deep dive about how reality is actually a simulation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll report back when I've learned more.
But okay. So if you there you go, this is what this is about. So if that's what you are suspecting is true now, whose simulation are we in? Do you think this is your simulation?
No.
Do you think I'm an NPC?
No.
Okay, well then explain it.
Yeah.
What
You're going to take the red pill or the blue pill?
Well, I'm not sure how it works, and I don't really think it makes much sense, but it doesn't work like that.
How does it work?
It's not one person's simulation. It's everybody's simulation.
Oh, so you don't think someone's playing a game?
No.
So who's controlling us?
No, I don't think it works like that. I think it's just
you're watching too much YouTube.
Can I just suggest you explain how you think it works rather than me just asking questions for you to go?
No. I think it's more like a colony of ants being watched and observed.
Chemtrails with Rob McCormick. See it now.
What? Camp what?
Chemtrails. No.
What?
That must be the next paragraph.
People believe that chemtrails in the sky are responsible for all kinds of stuff.
Sending people nuts and all sorts of
5G and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bit weird, that, isn't it?
But a colony of ants isn't a simulation.
How do you know it's not? Because it's part of our simulation.
You're nuts.
Well,
you're in charge of us as well.
Nobody's ever assumed that responsibility judging by this. This is the monkeys running the zoo.
No, I'm quite interested in it.
Yeah, no,
I'm researching it.
I get your point. No, researching it, what? Watching videos on YouTube?
Yes.
With a load of other nutters.
Yeah, and audio books.
No, come back. Come back.
What are you doing holding hands, you two?
Yeah, do you see that?
Honest to God.
I thought it was going to
Blatant.
I thought
Blatant.
he was slipping a ring on my finger, but he just turned around to walk off. I thought he was going to slip his ring on.
Well, better be a Haribo ring, that's all I'm saying.
So Rob can eat it.
It feels like one. It felt like one.
Take your finger to the knuckle.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
You need to explain this more.
What do you need to explain it more?
Well, explain it more.
It's a work in progress. I'm researching it now.
You know, years ago, they put people like that in loony
of it.
bins and forget about them. Now we let them have to say, and this is the problem, isn't it? YouTube. Shit happens.
YouTube gives a voice to any idiot, and us being here again proves that.
That's why people become even bigger narcissists and stuff like that, to be honest.
I think if Rob gets any bigger, he's just going to implode.
What does that mean?
Implode?
That's what really big things do.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Why we're all just looking at each other in silence.
My chair started squeaking. I tried to sit still.
She needs.
It could be.
I wish we'd let Rob order pizza an hour ago now.
Yeah.
We should have done it.
How's your foot? Why did they ask?
Is that his foot creaking?
Yeah.
What do you mean? How's my foot?
Well, that's been the bone of contention lately, hasn't it? You do still come in work limping.
Oh, if you don't mind, though, I have not mentioned it.
What's work limping?
Sorry?
What's work limping?
It comes into Wordland.
Well, I don't like to mention it, you know.
No, you said this morning, my fucking foot's killing me.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. You were limping
When?
in. Or was that yesterday morning?
Don't know.
Yeah, you did come in and say my fucking foot's killing me.
I
Paul,
didn't. Touch the microphone.
you touch that more now than you ever done.
Yeah, it's because he's in a twisty chair.
It is. I said this originally. If you're in a twisty chair, you fidget. Not just you. Everybody fidgets in a twisty chair.
I'd just like to say I've not fidgeted.
Yes, you have.
When?
All day.
You were tapping the table earlier.
Yeah, and your heels were
No,
going.
I was being impatient because of what was going on.
No, your heels were going as well.
That's still fidgeting.
You whip your heels together.
No, that's because he thinks clicking them together is going to take him out of here.
Yeah. I want to go back to Kansas.
I wish you would. Have you ever been to Little Rock?
No, not yet.
No.
But I am trying to get a trailer on Woody's land.
For sale or rent?
Has he got a lot of land?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't be hillbillies. Just sat there.
And apparently he lives outside. Get this. I like this. He lives outside city limits, which means he doesn't have to have permission to do anything he wants. That's what he told me.
Is that how it works?
Apparently.
Has he got a
Who am I
rocking
to
chair?
judge?
Has he got a rocking chair
Oh, yeah.
on his porch?
And
Is it a porch?
Yeah, and a banjo.
Isn't it pronounced Porsche?
Porsche. Yeah.
And he can play it with his feet.
Yeah, because I've met Woody, so yeah.
He can do dueling banjos with himself. One on the feet, one on the hands.
Are you trying to say?
Who's Julian Banjos?
Yeah, who is this?
That
Julian?
guy who was in the Ecuadorian embassy for forever.
Okay, now. Do you reckon you could-
WikiLeaks.
Was he a nonce?
Julian Banjos.
Was he the nonce, allegedly?
Whoa.
Wasn't he the one they were trying to extradite because he was allegedly a nonce? I'm going to say allegedly, so I'm not in trouble.
yeah.
Are you alleging that Julian
Banjos.
Julian Banjos
Yeah, I'm
is a
alleging that
nonce?
Julian Banjos.
Well, you heard it here first.
So, do our American friends know what a nonce is? Does it exist in
what?
America?
Do you know Ashley Banjo from Diversity?
Not personally, but yeah.
What is that his real name?
Yeah, his dad's called Julian.
So I'm having a look on Facebook if there's a Julian Banjo. That's amazing. That is the best name ever. That would be fantastic.
So, I've got a new name for Rob. Because it's called Robert, isn't it? We call him Rob. But what about the second part of his name, like Bert? Why don't we call him Bert instead of Rob? Suits him, doesn't it?
Never considered that.
Yeah.
Bert. Is Bert short for Robert? Like, there's a comedian called Bert Kreischer.
Bert, yeah.
Is he Robert Kreischer?
Yeah,
Okay, Bert.
He Bert.
I like it.
I like it. Bert from now on.
Bert.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I've done it again.
what have you done?
Sent a friend request. I cancelled it, so hopefully you won't get it.
Julian Banjo profiles on Facebook. I've just got it up now as well.
Yeah, there is one. Local as well.
Cheadle Hume?
Yeah, that's the one I'm on.
Really?
I'm on the RS page. I'll just add him on that.
So
Oh my god, I wonder if we've got any mutual friends.
It lives in a posh area.
So
then.
somebody called Julian Banjo, his profile picture is a banjo. And somebody called Julian Banjo looks like you imagine he plays banjos. He's
Do you know what though? So if you were on, like, if he was on Take Me Out, what was called Take Me Out, wasn't it? No likey, no lighty.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Do you remember when they used to have entrance music? Mm-hmm. They'd come down in a lift or whatever and it'd play like a tune. If you were called Julian Banjo, there's only one tune for you, isn't there?
Surely he just plays
Your own theme tune.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Some people have just got it all, haven't they?
Bloody amazing.
Julian Banjo's got an open profile.
You've got it all.
He's got an open profile.
It's made up name.
Of course it is.
Definitely made up.
All names are made up.
Message.
Why don't
They are in this simulation, that's right.
Why don't you?
Message him and ask him if it's his real name.
Why don't you just go on YouTube?
For what?
Anything of Julian Banjo. Because that's your thing, innit? Just sit on YouTube and admire him. Instead of all your conspiracy theories.
No, I like conspiracy theories.
I know, but it's not.
I don't agree with them,
It's not good for you.
but the minute you shut them out, then you're not thinking about things.
I've got a feeling that at some point in the next few years,
Keep an open mind.
some policeman's going to be coming in here saying to me, Paul, has Rob had his tablets?
There's a comedian, and I'm obviously going to
Probably won't be coming in here. He'll probably come and see you when you're at the gym.
Oh, yeah.
There's a comedian, I'm going to paraphrase him badly when I say this, but he does this bit where he says, you can't tell me that you don't believe in conspiracy theories. Like you can't tell me that you don't believe in any conspiracy you've ever heard based on the fact that if you don't believe in conspiracy theories, you trust that the government is telling you the truth 100% of the time. And he said the government's responsible for everybody, obviously in each country, and he's a father of one. So he's responsible for one human, and he says he lies to that little bastard all of the time.
Yeah.
And when you think about it like that, like something's got to be.
Of
There's
course.
a conspiracy to cover something major in our lifetime.
Oh, all the time.
I don't mean the ones that tend to, you don't do this, do you? The tinfoil hats. I mean them nutcases.
You'd have to go through a lot
I don't
of
mean the
tinfoil
ones
for
that
that
are
melon.
talking sense.
What about him? How do you
Talking
know?
sense.
How
but
do you know that the government's not reading your mind?
Because I know everything.
Well, it wouldn't want to read your mind, would it?
No.
But again, that's
Well, they probably want to kill me after the amount of government mums I've...
but which ones are believable? It's subjective, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah,
So think about it like, regardless of what we do or don't know about JFK's
You believe
assassination.
chemtrails, don't you?
Well, they're in the sky. But whatever we know about JFK's assassination, we just know we don't know
not-
the truth.
they're
So there's
true.
all of these
They're
different
not
varieties.
chemicals. They're not chemicals.
I know.
All right.
All right.
Or are they?
Oh, I know, yeah. Did they make you believe the government? The chemicals that are in it?
My 12-year-old, she's obsessed with conspiracy theories. She
Well, it's healthy.
her favourite one's the Titanic one, which is that the Titanic never sank. The Titanic had a sister ship,
Britannic.
was it the Britannic?
I think
I think
so,
so.
yeah.
But it was dilapidated, needed a lot of repairs, and wasn't insured. So they allegedly.
Yeah, didn't it have some tear in the side of that as well? It was repaired.
So they allegedly redid it so it looked new to everyone getting on it, and then sank that out at sea. Or the one that the I can't remember.
Because Britannic was floating around for years after.
Well, it's not that one. There was definitely a sister
Another
ship.
one.
Yeah, but then there's also the conspiracy theory of that the guys who wanted to start a centralized bank in America were all meant to be on the Titanic, and the people who were opposed to it were all meant to be on the Titanic. The Rothschilds were one of them, allegedly, because they'll definitely kill us.
Yeah, and they didn't get on the
And
boat.
they all didn't get on, but the people who were against it all got on and died, and then this. Or like that Malaysian flight 327 that went
completely disappeared.
Yeah, so
it's never been found.
There's a theory with that one that there was a patent pending for a medicine, and the 5 people who owned the patent were meant to be on the flight, and 4 of them got on, and 1 didn't. The flight then went missing, and after a certain amount of time, the patent then transfers to the 1 person who survived, and in that time it was granted and made that person insane money overnight.
Jeez.
Yeah, but they've never found any wreckage.
It's a big sea, though. You know what I mean? Like people, there's still megalodons. The only person who finds megalodons is Jason Statham.
It's a big deep sea.
I know. I've spoke to him about it.
But yeah, conspiracy theories. I'm totally on board with them.
Well, some of them.
No, I'm open to.
nutcases.
No, but again, that's subjective, Paul.
Yeah.
Anyone listening to this podcast
be
is a
open.
nutcase.
You've
If they're
got to be
still
open.
with us, they're definitely a
Yeah,
nutcase.
definitely no case, yeah.
No, you've got to be open to ideas.
Yeah, you got to be open to ideas, but you can tell when someone's a fucking nutcase. You know what I mean? When they're
Like
losing it, you can tell. Well, you can't tell, can you?
You could agree with one conspiracy and speak to one person about it, and then tell you that's insane, even though you.
Oh, yeah, I understand that, yeah.
So, and the crazy people are usually the ones that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that is why I know Bigfoot exists.
Yeah. Is that one of the crazy people that decided Bigfoot exists?
What is Bigfoot a crazy person?
Saying that, if someone found Bigfoot's body, then phoned the government and said, I found Bigfoot's body, the government will probably just fucking, take
Cover
it
it
away.
up.
Yeah, take it away.
Cover it up.
Yeah, but it's like,
Oh, God,
is it not
we're
like all
deep,
these
aren't we?
like these sightings of big cats in the countryside around the UK from when all these they changed the laws in the 70s and all these batshit crazy people had loads of money, had
Yeah.
not wild, but private farms and zoos and that would just let them all go.
Cocaine cougar.
That's the latest one, isn't
That
it?
sounds like a woman. Okay.
I think it's supposed to.
Oh, is it an actual thing?
Yeah.
I just thought you were doing play on words of Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, I think they're doing Cocaine Cougar now, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it's called.
I don't know.
It must be a straight to Sci-Fi Channel movie.
But, you know, people say they see these big cats out in the wild, and we don't have shit like that in the UK, do we? Like, people reckon there's an actual panther that's going to be 30 years old.
They've just been let out, haven't they?
The
They exist.
Bodmin Moor one.
But you surely wouldn't, like, you wouldn't just let out your own back garden. You'd have to drive it a couple of 100 miles to make sure it wasn't mooching around yours looking for food. Because it'd been pissing all over its own enclosure. It'd know its own scent and where to go.
Yeah.
They like The Hangover, where they have to roofie Mike Tyson's tiger.
I like the way you're thinking about logistics. What are you trying to get rid of?
Well, it's always about logistics, isn't it? No
Yeah,
matter
but-
what you're doing, you've got to make it work.
Well, I doubt the people who let the Bodmin big cat out
Yeah, they might
lived
well
in
have-
Bodmin.
yeah.
They probably thought, we'll take up there, no one's
Probably
around
driven there with a trailer and thought, go on, fly, be free.
A trailer. You're very, very specific. How do you know they didn't just put it in the back of a Range Rover?
Would you put a panther in the back of your Range Rover?
If you had
I
one
ain't
of
got a
those,
Range
if you had
Rover
one of those,
anymore. But if I could afford a
had one of
Panther, I'd probably be able to afford a Range Rover.
Well, if you stop buying loads of cars, you'd probably be able to afford a panther.
put one of those dog cages in the back to contain the panther.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a conspiracy theory for some people, isn't it? Because something popped up the other day on my Instagram and it was like the best photo ever. And you're like, and then when you read the article, the actual photo was taken in like 2007. And experts claim it's a cat, and a wild big cat, and other people are like, no, it's just a normal cat from, close up, not a large cat from a distance. That was a nice little squeak on your chair then.
The hound, like Trump, didn't
Well,
it?
no,
The Hound of the
I'm pretty
Baskervilles.
sure.
I think that's
I think it's
Malfoy.
very reasonable that.
But again, this
They'll
is
be there.
it's subjective, isn't it? It's like the whole, is Roswell full of aliens? There's now
I would say it's full of them.
the US government is now released all the stuff saying they've got aliens, and then you've got scientists, like credible scientists who are saying the way these things are allegedly moved, they can't be real. But I'm like, how do you know that if it's come from another world?
Yeah.
Range
Like, how
Rover.
do you know?
They don't have the same laws of physics there.
Well, this is something I listened to
And-
Astrophysics for Dummies.
Yeah, I've from what I can gather from watching YouTube videos, the time that is on alien worlds isn't made up. It's actual time,
Okay.
whereas ours is just made up.
How are they making up their time?
No, they're not. It's real time.
So it's all made up? They didn't wake up one day and have it.
How can it be all made up?
Because they created it.
No, it's alien time, innit? So it must be right.
Wonder if some aliens saying this now about Earth.
But that element of when people like, I saw a Brian Cox thing the other day where they were talking about the chance of life. And he said the actual chance of our civilization and human species existing now is so infinitesimal in the scale of how long our planet has existed, that for that to happen somewhere else is actually quite slim. Because all these planets have got to be the right distance from their sun and all of these kind of things. So and if they did exist, it might have been millions of years ago.
No, mate.
Or we could be the only ones.
That's what I mean.
No, he's on program, isn't he? That's what the scientists are gonna say.
He's on program.
It's a simulation. That's why there's no more life out there. That's why we've not found it, because they don't want us to find it, because we're just being contained. We're Truman showed.
Is there a big
That's why there's no other life out there. Not because it's not evolved
is there a
for
big dome
billions of
over-
years.
Is it Antarctic or Arctic? Is there a big dome or a big wall?
That's Game of Thrones.
No, they're supposed to.
Yeah, I can't remember. You're not allowed. You're not allowed in a certain point of it, are you?
Yeah.
So there's a treaty that no country can lay claim to. It's like the moon. What the fuck's on the dark side of the moon? You only ever see the same side of the moon. That's convenient.
According
isn't
to
it?
a meme I've seen recently, a corner shop.
A meme,
Yeah.
a meme,
I mean,
Johto.
Johto. Or apparently there's Nazis living on the other side of the moon.
yeah.
German Dan told me that.
Yeah. I don't think I subscribe to that idea.
That-
But I don't know.
But that's no more crazy than us being in a. That's more plausible than us being in a simulation.
You think?
It's more plausible that there's Nazis living on the moon.
Yeah. Let's clarify this.
They're
It's
not.
more plausible that Nazis living on the moon
Yeah.
than...
The dark side of the moon specifically, than us being in a simulation.
Interesting. So you really don't believe in the simulation theory?
No, I'm totally open to anything. I don't believe in the moon landing, so I don't know how the Nazis would land there.
But India have just landed
Have they?
a spacecraft on there.
Have they?
I like it.
I went to see an exhibition where they'd cleaned up all of the Apollo all the photos from the Apollo moon landings,
Oh, yeah.
and it looks even faker because they're now all cleaned up and polished and high res. It looks less real than the scans of Hasselblad film from
Maybe
40
they've
years
just
ago.
got AI to make some new photos.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Like now, when you look at even already after a couple of months of being mainstream with AI, you look at reels and TikToks and stuff, and the images in them are 90% bullshit.
Where do you think AI comes from?
The Nazis on the moon.
No, it's part of the simulation, isn't it? Good God. You're not getting this, are you? And do you know why we've only just got AI now?
Because the simulation only just did the update.
No, because the simulation's not been running that long. Because time's just made up.
So
And for the people running the simulation, or person,
hold on, if it's not been running that long, surely it must have been running for the length of at least, in this case.
oh no, it's been running billions of years from our point of view. But like for the being that's controlling the simulation, that's like we're like a fly.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And with a lifespan of 2 days.
are you talking about God now?
Well, is it God?
I don't think she would have done this to us.
I don't think they would either.
The best joke of the night. Congratulations. Give him a prize.
Did you get it, Paul?
What? What, she would?
Yeah.
got it.
Alanis Morissette is God.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
I got it all.
Yeah.
Have you seen Dogma?
Yes. Yes. Oh, I ain't got the hair anymore.
You are bloody Christ, aren't you?
Bloody Christ.
It's a good film. I enjoyed it.
I think we need to wrap this up now because I think,
The simulation's going to cut us off soon
well,
anyway.
I think everyone who's listened up till a few minutes ago was already left to check out simulation videos on YouTube. And I can't blame them because that is what I'm going to go and do right now.
Is that not just very is it like they gave us the Matrix in 1999 to kind of appease us that it's so batshit crazy when the reality is that it could be a simulation like that? Who knows? And then every now and again they give us something to make us think, come on, it's not feasible.
Yeah. Well, no, in theory it could be because the more you think about it, it's like it's got to be a simulation. It has to be a simulation that the guy that employs me, right, is him, yeah?
Yeah.
And his sugar daddy owns a fucking original Stormtrooper.
Simulation.
Simulation.
But why? All right, but
Right, does it?
why would the simulation give you bad knees?
Because maybe it didn't want me to run fast for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah. And what's the reason? I don't know. Maybe so I can't run over and
But
save,
then
save JFK.
it goes the Matrix theory when they explain it is that they made the first simulation they made was perfect, but the human mind couldn't take it, and therefore they had to make it where it was an imperfect world.
Oh, by the way, I don't think we're like just blobs sat in a load of mucus plugged into something.
Don't know, I woke up in a hotel room next to you.
Jesus. Go on. Tell me more. Break
I don't
out.
think it's that kind of simulation where we're plugged in
Yes, it was in a double bed.
and we're like avatars. No, I don't.
Yes, they were plugged in.
Much more like Truman Show kind of thing.
How's that simulation then? I don't understand. I'll go away tonight and watch some stuff.
So, in theory, I could be an actor just
No,
helping out with the simulation like the Truman Show.
no. But your life is.
I know you're not, for
being
the simple
lived
reason that you can't be fed lines.
for the pleasure of somebody else.
Oh, am I that convincing?
Ooh. Triology.
Yeah. Dot Masters Popcorn.
The master of the dot.
Yeah. It's quite good, isn't it? It's good fun. But then we get back to the real world. What's he doing now?
Taking a photo for the simulation.
Oh my God. I hope they don't come and try and get us after this.
You're definitely getting anal simulation probe tonight.
Oh my God.
You think it's Ali pegging you, but it's actually part of the download of the data for the day.
So I watched.
Can I have the vibrating one, please?
I watched this absolutely fantastic video about glitches in the simulation, right? And it was this. It was brilliant. It's this guy, and he's going. He's like really kind of selling the idea, and he's like, look at this, look at this, look at this. This is how we know we're living in a simulation. Look at this glitch. Look at this glitch. And he goes over, and there's a picture on the wall, and he goes, look at the reflection of the lights. Look at the reflection of the lights. Yeah. And then he goes, but the lights aren't on. And in the time that someone's took the camera off the picture to go onto the lights, somebody is at the light switch and turned it off. It's like, brilliant. That is so brilliant.
But I'm now totally on board with why we're in a simulation. Mirrors. Mirrors don't make sense.
How do they work?
Well, I've seen a video recently where someone puts a piece of paper up.
I've not tried
on the
that
mirror
yet.
And then gets something. In the video I saw, it was a pack of cigarettes. They put it on this side of the paper, but the mirror sees the reflection.
Have you tried it though?
I don't need to, because when you look down the side of a mirror, I can see what's down the other end of the room, and that makes no sense.
What?
Need to go on and try it. Yeah, I've seen it with like.
Just tell me about that one again.
So if you've got, I can't pick anything up that's going to be, let's say that's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Holding my computer bag up for the listeners at home, the visually impaired. So that's the mirror's here, and this piece of paper's pushing against it.
Yeah.
If I then hold my phone and put it on this side,
Yeah.
the mirror will see it. If you look down the reflection, it will see it.
Where do you have to be?
Anyway, just move your head around.
Can I go? Can I go and get a mirror to show up?
Yeah, we got one.
Oh my good God.
I'll be back.
What the?
But it's the simulation. It's a glitch in the simulation.
How can you see it exactly? If the paper's in front of the object.
Exactly how, but it's in the reflection.
How can you see how can you see in the mirror?
When you look around it. Not like on the back of it.
Oh my God.
If you've got a mirror the size of like that Boba Fett print, that Slave One print,
Yeah.
and you hold a piece of A4 paper up in the middle of it,
Yeah.
you can see paper's there. You can see like that.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that'll see, well, even if it's just your hand, it will see your hand there.
That's amazing.
Well, but I'm not sure which part of this you're laughing at. The fact that you've just had your whole world ruined.
No. But the mirror's just a reflective surface. It's your eyes and your brain that's seeing the stuff. Put it away!
If anyone who can't hear, Paul's just lost his shit outside the room. He's just running down the stairs from the dungeon.
Makes sense.
Is that the cocaine mirror?
Yes, that's the
I'm,
cocaine.
I'm really interested to see what he's actually brought with him as the object.
Hold the mirror.
You want me to hold it or
Hold
just
the mirror.
lay it flat?
So you can see the mirror. Oh, yeah. If you can see
lay
that.
it
You can
flat.
do that. One piece
Yeah.
of paper.
Yeah?
Right, so if I put something on that bit there, the mirror shouldn't be able to see it, should it? Yeah? If something's there, the paper's hiding it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't see it.
You can. I can see it from here.
Can you see it? Can you see it? You saw it, didn't you? You saw it, didn't you?
Right, I can position that where I can't see it.
No, you
Okay.
can't, but I can see it.
Right, the paper's in the way, so the mirror shouldn't be able to pick it up.
No, but the mirror can't see it because the mirror can't see anything. It can just reflect light. But from the angle that you're looking at that, you can see that and that.
But it needs to see what it's reflecting.
Yeah.
What do you mean it needs to see it?
It's not bending. It's not bending mirror. It's definitely not bending.
It's not a funhouse.
So
It's not like that one you look at every morning that make you think you look slim.
my funhouse mirror.
Yeah.
But it's... So what you're saying is this is a glitch in the simulation.
Yeah. And I hadn't thought
So
of
we,
that
so we are living in a simulation.
until you just got me on board with it.
Hold it like that then. You see it now? There's paper in the way.
You can show that to the camera.
I can see the paper.
If you tilt it a bit more this way, Paul. This way. Back, other way. Other way. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
You're not going to see it there.
Yep, seen it.
You can see it. So you can see the lighter in the reflection.
Yeah, like I can see it here.
I thought you were a proper conspiracy theorist. Eh?
Yeah, but this is explainable.
He
For
can't
me,
tell
this
what
is,
a meme is, can he?
this is explainable.
I don't
It's
know.
to do with the angle that the viewer is looking at it.
Well, yeah, obviously it's to do with an angle, but again, it still has to be visible to be reflected.
But it is. It's the angle that you're looking at to the thing, to the mirror. Let's do it. Let's do the other one where he's on about. What you're saying? You look at it side on, and what?
But you can see everything that's down here. But the mirror's pointing that way. So what's directly in front of it?
Yeah, because it's mine.
It shows you how different people's minds work, I suppose. Some people can't see
Truth.
the truth. Yeah. So there you go.
Oh my god. So why are we living in a simulation?
I wish the simulation was
He's
pizza.
The jury's out with Paul, but you definitely think based on the mirror.
I don't necessarily see the point of it or what type of simulation it would be. If you think there's a being who's watched us for billions of years, the evolution of the planet, like it's in a little petri dish kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's not billions of years for them. It was so far. It's been 2 days.
So time's moving that fast with us.
Yeah.
There's this like a fruit fly has a life expectancy of like 6 hours or something.
Possibly,
That
yeah.
might be totally wrong.
So
scientifically, but-
so it could be some sick being that's inventing loads of shit illnesses just to watch people die.
well, if it's a biological experiment, then they're not inventing them. It's a
yeah.
No, they're just letting things run, and that's what's happened.
Should we find the door and go fuck them up?
So one that I am totally on board with is that we've had an advanced civilization that was lost completely. The Earth was destroyed like 12,000 years ago,
Yeah.
which is why no one can explain things like the pyramids.
Yeah, but
Something cataclysmic happened.
and they're saying quite possibly some maps survived.
Well, the map that had Antarctica on it
Yeah,
before anyone had discovered it, and it
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
fucking really accurate.
Yeah. So there you
Think
go.
about that. How'd you
Yeah.
explain that?
Yeah, well, that's probably now to do with beings watching over us.
You don't
Well, if
think
we had
that's
an
part of
advanced
the sort of
civilization
lesson?
that built the pyramids that aligned within something like a 60th of a degree of true north, which apparently would be difficult to do with today's standards, and all of those things, all these mad pyramids and stuff that are built around the world, all align
Yeah.
to different or the similar elements that are necessary, but no one knows why. Well, how are they not?
I hope we land the one who stopped put up with them. That'd be bloody annoying. if it didn't.
Yeah, we think that's been empty for years. What's actually going on in there is
There's a pyramid inside it, and when they do another reset, it's going to be an actual pyramid.
it'd be interesting to find out what that is aligned to. Because you got all these ones all over the world that were all built similarly. I can't say it. Similarly.
Check on Google Maps.
Yeah. Rob's just
It's amazing how they'll point out a section that's like a 100-ton granite block, and it's like, how can an ancient civilization
Well, I
shift
saw
that?
one
We couldn't
where-
shift that now, really.
I saw one where they said it was they had ramps, but then someone was explaining that it'd have to have like a maximum of like a 10-degree slope, and to have a ramp that was a 10-degree slope to get to the top of the
It'd be-
pyramid
yeah.
would have been miles long.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Or when you look at Egypt from the top, from like a plan down, it looks exactly like a circuit board. Like, and they think it was maybe conducting power and sending it, like the Tesla way of sending
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
across the air, point to point.
What do you think about
I mean, I am 100% got to admit that anyone who's listening to this, who's called me a fucking idiot, I agree.
So
at the moment, I get most of my information from
YouTube
and Instagram because I don't like the real news. The real news is bullshit.
Yeah. Well, it's probably just as factual as the YouTube, isn't it?
So it probably is a simulation then. And then they just reset everything. So we didn't know anything about all the old stuff. But then they made sure they left a map that showed all the way things used to be. Because like they were like that. Right, get rid of everything. And one guy's like, let's leave this map. This will really fuck them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a Ricky Gervais thing about where he challenges someone who believes in God versus he's an atheist. And he said the problem for him is that if you destroyed every book that exists right now, again, paraphrasing it badly, but if you destroy every book that exists right now, in 1,000 years, the science books will be back because science is science and you can't dispute it. Whereas the religious books will be completely different because they are a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
Would they be different though?
Well, yeah, because everyone's got a basis of a God, and most of them have some kind of loose basis on the same God and the same Jesus.
Yeah.
For one point of view, whereas all these other religions have multiple gods or have a totally different God, and yet, again, another thing, Ed, if aliens came to the Earth now and looked from the outside, they'd look at loads of wars that were being fought about who's got the best invisible friend.
True.
So everything like that is subjective unless you can prove it, unless you can have literal hard facts. But even then, the hard facts that people like us we're getting
Is
told.
that it's a simulation?
This is the last RS chat. Isn't it?
Whoever's yeah, before we get arrested.
The next video, people are going to be home going, Rob Clarkee and Paul look different than last time.
Yeah.
3 new actors.
Whoever's
Been
doing a
reset.
simulation, though, can you make me a millionaire, please? Then we'll know.
Do you not just want to literally be 6'3" and 13 stone?
Yeah, or did I, mate?
Yeah. And
Already
can you make my penis smaller, please?
Well, then you would be a girl.
Right, I think we should get out of here.
Yes.
So, thanks for joining us, Clarkey.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being annoying for the last
No problem.
hour and...
You're
What is
welcome.
it? Hour and...
You're
hour?
welcome.
I'm just going to say hour.
You sound so much like your mum.
Well, we've been recording for an hour and 56 minutes,
An hour then.
but you got 20 minutes in when you did the first reset of the simulation. Oh, no, 10 minutes in for the first reset, 20 minutes for the second, and then we started for the third time. So I'd say anyone who has stuck this through and enjoyed it, probably one or two of you.
Yeah.
You got any topics of conversation for next time? Paul, stop touching your microphone.
No, if you've got any links and comments you can leave about why this is a simulation,
Yeah.
I'll add them to my research.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, so send us your links of why we're in a simulation. Send us your stickers for the door to the basement.
Yeah.
Send us your topics for conversation. Send us how you think your steak should be cooked.
And if you noticed any glitches whilst we were going on with ourselves, you never know.
I could fuck with this.
And check the mirror.
Oh, yeah, check the mirror thing.
Check the mirror in the privacy of your own home and see how that works.
Yeah.
I like the way it's a Rizzler and a lighter, Paul.
Where have you got a Rizzler from?
Well, I don't know. Oh, maybe they put it there.
Maybe they did. Maybe they're trying to frame you.
I can see it. The mirror.
Oh, no, it's too big now, isn't it?
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter because it's not. You can't see
It's
the
all the
bottom of
same.
it.
The mirror still can't see it.
Well, I know, but the angle you was talking about, yeah, fair enough. But when it's really low like that,
How can it see that? How can it see it?
How can it?
How can it?
How can it see it?
I just looked at me watch and got a notification that Evie should be in cadets, and I'm thinking, I hope it wasn't me who was meant to be taking it. The simulation will have got her there.
You need to take it to the Titanic Museum, don't you, in Liverpool? Or have you already done it?
I would have taken somewhere that's.
Because she's obsessed with the Titanic.
No, she's obsessed with the conspiracy of it,
Yeah.
not the actual fake
Yeah,
news.
not the lie, yeah.
Not the lie.
Good point. There used to be a submarine trip you could have took her on, but that's that's gone now, isn't it?
It's like that. There's something about all the old Titanic ghosts are made up to have some new mates now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Anyway,
I'm going to go home.
Yeah, and can we get some beers for next time?
Yes.
Yes.
You got a cooler there?
Can we get beers for next time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on
good to
board
me.
with that?
I'm not going to drink any, but you can get them.
Yeah, but you're not.
You wouldn't
gonna-
have one of them?
No. I've got to drive proper drive home, not like you.
Yeah, no, but I know you don't get drink off one Budweiser.
I don't get drink.
Drink. Have we been drinking?
Been drunken. It's simulations making you feel it. You know, like E.T. makes Elliot feel it in E.T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my avatar is drunk.
Now we've talked about it.
Is
You're
this-
going to go
is it-
home and see loads of glitches.
Just to clarify, is this why you're touching your microphone constantly?
It's not me.
I've seen, not obviously officially, but I've seen a glitch once, and weirdly it was close to here. One morning I was driving in early, and like it was sun was coming up ish, and I was driving past the Red Rock where the bridges are, you know, the railway arches, and there was a plane, and as I was going towards it, I was like, that's weird. It doesn't really look like it's moving. And as I came under the bridges, it still looked like it was still above me in the sky. And then obviously
Just hanging.
yeah, and because I was then moving, it was gone. As in, I was gone, and it was still in the same place.
They might have been taking a picture.
Oh my God.
There you go. That's the end. If anyone has stuck this through, fair play. Let us know if you've watched till the end and how many sittings did it take you. Paul's already getting up to leave.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Goodbye, folks.
Until next time.
I'll be more prepared.
Will there be a next time?